also got these funny little books. I didn't even take them out and look at them. I just bought them, and now I'm not so sure I should have. I don't know. They're little tiny Hans Christian Andersen books. They definitely look old, and I can't even read that one. I think they were made in Norway. Nordic Paper Industries, VBJ, Denmark. Okay, made in Denmark. And they're all these little tiny Hans Christian Andersen books. You can see how tiny they are. And they're, you know, they're a little brittle, and one of them, the cover's ripped half off. But for the most part, they're in pretty good condition. They're kind of cool, really. I mean, that little bit of wear makes them extra interesting. And it seems that some of the classic fairy tales that we know did not originally have the names. Like Thumbelina. This is Thumbelisa. I guess that was the original Hans Christian Andersen name, Thumbelisa. And there's one that was supposed to be like our Princess and the Pea, but it's called something else entirely. What is it? The Real Princess. I like the Princess and the Pea better. Also, down in one of the boxes of sheet music and junk that they had really cheaply was this cute little card from 1948, and it's in amazingly good shape. And it says, "Happy birthday." You see these? This is part of the flower. Well, when you open it, it's not part of the flower at all. It's boobies. And it's just super sweet. It's even got a cute little graphic on the back. And I grabbed it up. Even though my sister and I have been squabbling that day, I don't know if you can tell, but the little hula girl is redheaded. And my sister's redheaded, and she loves cute little retro things with redheaded girls on it. So I thought, I'll hang on to this and do something for her with it later. And it ended up later that day, she said she was going to have to change her little icon, her little thing that she uses for her online store, which is Curvy Cabana. She's on MySpace. Look up Curvy Cabana if you're plus size and you like cute, like retro, rockabilly, cute clothes. Go check it out. But she was going to change it, and so I scanned that and gave it to her, and she changed it over to that. It was really good timing. Also, down in a box, what's really funny is the box that came out of and that this next thing came out of, she had looked in them before me and didn't see them either time. I think she's a little pissed. It's an old decal, and I'm real into the flamingo stuff. I love flamingos, so I thought it was cool to find this old, probably 1950s, maybe early 60s. It was originally 25 cents, if that tells you anything. So I'll probably scan it, and I'll put it online. I've got a blog space now, and I'm going to use it primarily to post cool old things like that, and like the card and various things that I already own. Just visual things, just fun old stuff. Put it up there, and you know, anybody that wants to grab the image and use it, that's fine with me. I'll also be putting up stuff that I make that is going to end up on my Etsy. I don't think anybody has friended me yet on there. It's kind of strange. I'm having to get used to the way it's set up, because it's not like MySpace and LiveJournal, places like that I'm used to. It doesn't seem like it's set up so much to like make friends and network. It's more just, it seems like just for the person to put up a little website with their stuff. I don't know. Or to blog. It doesn't seem as interactive somehow. Anyway, it's a cool place. I like it. And be a good place for me to showcase some stuff. So, we went to my favorite little church there. You guys know I'm not churchy. I don't even really consider myself a Christian, although I still adhere to some of the teachings of Christ, because Christ kind of rocked and stuff. But there's this little Catholic church that I love to go to. It's just, there's something about it that's so magical and wonderful, and I like to go in and put holy water on my bad knee, because it always helps. Always helps. And I've never been down in the gift shop down in the basement. I wanted to go. My knee was hurting really bad. Stairs are horrible for me with my bad knee. But I was like, you know what? I can take it one step at a time, and I can get down there, and then I can get back up one step at a time. If I'm too slow for somebody, they can go around me. There's the statue up front. There's St. Elizabeth of Hungary. You saw her in my video. I picked up some postcards. I picked up all these little free things that tell about how to say the rosary because I'm fascinated by that for some reason. But I did not buy a rosary. The lady working in there was super, super nice. I think she may have been an angel. I don't know. Or one of those sweet nuns that you hear about. She was a very neat lady. I liked her. But there was this metal tin box that had all these little magnets on it. And I love magnets, although I have nowhere to hang magnets because I don't own my own refrigerator. It's my mom's refrigerator and it's covered in Elvis stuff for the most part. But people keep giving me magnets and I keep buying them. Someday I'll have my own refrigerator again and I'll be able to festoon it. But I saw these and I had to have them. I got 3 of them. Alright, from a distance, looks like a Reese's logo, doesn't it? Mambo! But you look closely and it actually says, wait a minute, it says, as many times as I've read this, you'd think I'd remember, Jesus. It's not Reese's, it's Jesus. Jesus, sweet Savior, King of Kings. Okay, that cracked me up. And then, I guess it's supposed to look like Pepsi. Refreshing, Jesus Christ. John 4:14, I think. Yeah. And then, I think this may be my favorite one because it's so crazy. From a distance, looks like Mountain Dew. Jesus, meant to die for you. Isn't that strange? And when I got up there to pay for them, the little woman was like, oh, where did you find these? I told her, oh, over there. Look at that. It looks like a Reese's, but it says Jesus. That's precious. It's so cute. It looks like a Reese's. It's like, yeah, no, that's why I bought it. So, it's ketchup that made it back with me. Probably need to get rid of that before it pops. We went to the Crescent Hotel because I wanted to show Mom and Lori around the Crescent. And I just picked up a thing for the ghost tours, but maybe some other time. And we walked around and stuff. They found it interesting. And there was this little chambermaid that saw us and came running over. She took an interest in me for some reason that I still don't understand. Although I think my sister and my mother were kind of glad, you know, better you than me kind of thing. And she was real nice, but she wanted to know what room I had stayed in when I'd been there before. And she said that she likes to, when people come up just to kind of look around, she likes to let them into rooms if there's a room there that's not occupied and let them look around and hang out as long as they want. And so she did. She took us into a room across the hall from where I had stayed with my Ghost Geeks girls in March. And, you know, we looked around at all the antiques because all the rooms are furnished with antiques. Looked out the windows, messed around, exchanged stories of things we heard. Of course, since she's worked there, she's heard a lot of first-hand stuff, you know, ghost story kind of things. And so that was really cool. And she told me that one of us needs to win the lottery so she and I can go traveling and see the world. Hello, good to meet you. Let's go traveling together. Yeah, got some postcards of the Crescent. They're not spooky. They're just pretty. So I guess that's all of my loot from my little jaunt there. Yeah, we had a pretty decent time. If I had not been so tired and hurting and cranky, I'm sure it would have been better. In retrospect, I probably should have stayed home and let them go by themselves, but I didn't. I thought I could manage it. Other than that, I mean, I got stranded in town in the middle of the night before last. In my mom's car and it broke down. My car's not roadworthy, hers supposedly is, but the battery just decided it had had enough and it just wouldn't start. I get it jump started and it just wasn't enough, and I ended up having to get towed 25 miles from where I got the muffaletta back home in the rain at about 4:30 in the morning. Woke the tow truck driver up for him to come and get me, but luckily he was a pretty nice guy, other than going out of his way to let me know that when I called he was in bed, but he wasn't in his bed. He was far away from home, not in his bed. I was like, good for you. And then I told him, I said, well, I am really sorry to have woken you up and gotten you out of bed, but I guess that's what you get for having your name first in the phone book. Action Towing, they're good people. They'll come out and rescue you in the middle of the night. I had wanted to tell you that if you're at all interested in the paranormal, that you need to go check out my friend Jamie, the same one that bought me the hard drive. I met him here on YouTube, or he met me or something. We met each other here on YouTube. He is Mad Hobbit, and he's a great guy. Really great guy. He's kind of won my heart lately. I mean, even before the hard drive thing, he's just been a really cool, generous, kind, funny, neat person. I'm quite fond of him. And he does have a blog here, and he recently got a camera, so he started putting up videos, and he's been going to some haunted places. He's been particularly going to Pomeroy Castle. Did I get that right? I may not have. I'll type it out here. He's been going to this castle. It's supposed to be the most haunted castle, the most haunted spot in the UK. And I've seen it on TV before. But he and his buddy just kind of go do little day trips and go up there. And he's been getting some wild EVPs, which are ghost voices on tape that weren't things that weren't him and weren't his friend. They're pretty crazy. You need to go check them out. Tell him the Tush sent you, okay? All right. That's all, gang. Bye.